The Rutschblock test also provides an estimate of snow stability by applying increasing amounts of force to a much larger block of snow. First, the block of snow is isolated on a safe test slope 30 degrees or steeper. The block should be 6 feet across the slope by 4 1/2 feet up the slope. The block should be at the most 5 feet deep.
Now we're going to do the Rutschblock test. And the Rutschblock test requires that you isolate a block of snow about 6 feet wide and about 4 feet deep. And we did that by digging out the front and cutting around all 3 sides with the snow saw. And this is big enough to allow my split board or skis to totally fit on this thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is just step down onto the Rutschblock, and what we're looking for is any sort of fracture in a weak layer in the front pit wall. And I really like this test because you get a good intuitive feel for the snow sliding if it does occur. So I've stepped onto the block and nothing's happened. And the next thing I'm going to do is downweight, and I'm going to downweight pretty hard. And I'm looking for any sort of fracture, and I'm feeling it as well. And nothing happened. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off top of my split board here so I can get a good jump. I'm going to plant my poles down, and I'm going to jump pretty hard. And I did get a pretty good block of snow to fall off. And we can see a pretty clean planar shear here, and it's buried down about 8 inches or so. And this indicates a fair stability. So I just got a pretty good feel for this block moving off. And this is a pretty clean planar shear here. It looks like it failed on some sugary faceted snow. And this indicates fair stability or yellow light conditions, which doesn't give me a lot of confidence on the slopes around me or below me. So I'm going to stay on terrain today that's probably less than about 35 degrees.
To summarize, fractures that occur when the block is isolated, being stepped on, or when the knees are flexed indicates poor stability. Fractures that occur during the first or second jumps indicate fair stability. And no fracture, or fractures that occur during or after 3 or more jumps, indicate good stability. Always use stability tests in conjunction with other observations, like watching for recent avalanche activity, listening for whumping sounds, watching for cracks in the snow, and watching for wind loading. Areas of instability may be scattered like landmines across the slope. So if you perform a stability test and it indicates good stability, that doesn't mean the slope is stable. It just means where you tested was stable. So keep looking. However, if you perform a stability test and it indicates poor stability, then that's all the information you need. You've found a sign of instability and of potential danger.